Tactical pens are amazing. I'm not obsessed with them as much as I'm obsessed with my knives or guns, but I very often go to places where by law I must be unarmed. However, I've never been to a place where my pens got confiscated. These things can also fly with me on an airplane, which is the biggest reason why I carry 4 of these babies in my rotation.
Hey everyone, welcome to Salvo EDC. I have 3 decades of experience in martial arts, so any of these pens work on me as a force multiplier. 2 of them also have some kind of ceramic or carbide insert, so they can be used as escape tools, since they were purposefully designed to break glass. But besides their tactical use, what's the reason why everyone should carry a metallic pen all the time? Well, first of all, plastic sucks. I genuinely hate this cheap injection molded material, and I refuse to buy this garbage just to throw it away 2 weeks later. An heirloom quality titanium pen, however, can easily last a lifetime, and it can also be passed down generationally.
For this reason, my metallic pens store strong sentimental value, since they were there with me when I signed important contracts and application forms that changed the course of my existence. And whenever I'm having a bad day, picking one up reminds me of how it felt when I first signed a $1 million deal. Probably my grand favorite tactical pen on the table was made by Rike Knives. It comes with a fancy milling pattern and gorgeous colors. This kind of green and gold anodization is easily my favorite combo on titanium, and I think it perfectly fits the style of the milling. It reminds me of an ancient artifact that the British Museum would come and steal, and because it's so pretty and well made, nobody thinks that I carry this pen for self-defense. It looks much more like a fancy collector item, or a fashion statement, instead of a dangerous striking tool, which is definitely a good thing, because self-defense tools work much better if they come with the element of surprise. Another very innocent looking tool in my arsenal is this minimalistic black one, made by Big Idea Design. They call this one the Slim Bolt Action Pen, and mine comes with a very high quality DLC coating. Plus, the build quality of this pen is absolutely insane. I've never had any problems with parts getting loose, and the coating is still flawless, even after long years of heavy use. Out of all the bolt action pens I've ever tried, this one has hands down the best action, and if the Vulcan talk matters to you, I definitely recommend picking one up. I carry mine every single day alongside my passport, and I really enjoy the lightweight this pen offers. I can literally just keep it inside my wallet and simply forget it's there. The Slim Bolt Action Pen also comes with a lot of extra parts. First and foremost, Big Idea included an extra flame titanium bolt. That looks awesome. They also included a tool for disassembly with another spring, so we can adjust the tension. And if you like tinkering, the deep carry pocket clip is also reversible, which makes this pen a very good deal for the $100 I paid for it. However, the best deal out of my 4 tactical pens is probably my Civivi Quill, which costs only about $50. The big reason behind the cost is probably the material, as this pen is made of aircraft grade aluminum instead of titanium, which of course comes with its very own advantages and disadvantages. One major con, that it doesn't feel as robust as the previous 2 titanium pens, but for the same reason it's also much lighter, as it weighs only 0.9 ounces. The green pen weighs exactly double, 1.8 ounces, and the Big Idea Slim comes in at exactly a full ounce. This makes the Civivi Quill the most carryable option on the table, and it has a permanent spot in my backpack, because it adds little to no extra to my loadout. Oh, and one additional fun fact about the Civivi Quill, that this pen receives the highest number of compliments when it gets borrowed, which is very surprising taken the fact it is my cheapest pen, made of plain anodized grey aluminum. Probably the reason why people like it so much is the beautiful milling pattern, which also makes it very grippy. But now that I've brought up the milling pattern, it's time for us to jump to the last item on the list, which is the Tenax made by Audacious Concept. And yet again, don't let the pretty looks fool you, as this thing is as tactical as it gets. This pen is very chubby, and has an aggressive frac knurling, which makes it the best pick-fit range gloves, and it's also built like an absolute tank. The 4-inch capsule design is completely airtight, water-resistant, and corrosion-proof. The orange inlay makes it easy to find if I drop it, plus the screw on top also comes with a tactical glow insert. And you can probably hear it in my voice that I absolutely love this pen. It's not only an engineering masterpiece, but the form factor is perfect in case I need to kneel down or squeeze across tight spaces, because lengthy pens usually block my movement. And as I mentioned earlier, conventional pens are very difficult to deploy with thick gloves, but the Tenax solves this issue. As the cherry on top, Audacious Concept makes these with their unique Thunder Sky anodization technique, which makes every single pen look slightly different. My pen came in bundle with this titanium multi-tool, which has the very same Thunder Sky finish. This combo came to a lot of countries in my pocket, and to my biggest surprise, their anodization is still pristine. So huge shout out to Audacious Concept, because they did a fantastic job. If you also adore fancy titanium gear, I invite you to watch my very last knife review about the Mat 4 Praetorian. This giant and very expensive knife was made in America, and the handcrafted scales look absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for sticking around all the way, and I'll see you in the next one.